You, you, you are way more attractive than you think. Way more attractive than you think. For the longest time growing up, I thought I was ugly. I hated the person I looked at in the mirror. It took me so long. It took 19 years. 19 years to realize I wasn't. And that I was perfectly fine the way I was. I used to want to be someone else. But now I don't. You know? It took time to realize those things. But I realized them, and you can too. You can realize how beautiful you are. One thing was I kept looking at one little thing of what, or I kept listening to one idea repeatedly of what people said was beautiful. Like, slim nose, jawline, you know, um, it was the same thing. And I only looked at that one thing, and it made me insecure, very insecure about who I was, and it made me feel like crap. But, I realized that I shouldn't feel this way. No one deserves to feel this way. So I did what I had to do to make myself not feel the way I did. I took care of myself. I fixed my posture because I used to have bad posture. Like, it was bad. My back used to be so humped. Have you ever looked in a mirror and or a reflection, like you're in the store or something, you pass by a reflection and then you just see your posture and you just instantly perk up. Like, you instantly perk up just so you can fix your posture. Just posture can make a difference. And just you accepting yourself and you just being you, I think that is very attractive. Just seeing someone just being their complete selves, unapologetically being themselves, being weird, because I'm weird. I'm weird as freak. I was going to eat I went to eat a bowl of Fruity Pebbles, and tell me why I just started dancing out of nowhere for a few seconds, and then I went to the fridge to get some milk. Why did I do that? I do not know. Maybe that's just how I vibe. But I did, and am I ashamed? No. That's just me. I'm like a big ball of energy. I have so much energy. That's who I am. That's who I am, and that's who I decided to finally accept. And when you accept yourself and stop criticizing yourself, oh my goodness. When you realize how beautiful you actually are, it's like you see life so differently, and you see people differently. You do. I used to be extremely insecure about this nose here. Very insecure. I thought I had to have a slim nose. I remember looking up videos on how to slim your nose at home. The little nose exercises to literally slim your nose. I used to do that. But I don't do that anymore. And I never plan on doing it. One thing I realized now, one thing and one reason why I would never change my face ever is because, my face has features from some of the most amazing people in my family. I see my mom's face. Sometimes I see my grandma's face. And sometimes, not all the time, I see my dad's face. I remember there was a picture. It was a picture of me and my sister next to each other, and I just saw my dad's face. And I'm like, dude, that is literally my dad's face. Right now, I see my mom and my grandma. But, I see some of the most influential people in my lifetime on this face. And I wouldn't change it for the world. You know, when you start to realize how beautiful you are, you start to realize how amazing and beautiful a lot of people are in this world, you know? Because you are way more attractive than you think. Once you stop looking at one little image or one view of a person that people keep instilling in our brains, you start to think differently. And attractiveness is so subjective. Not everyone's going to think you're attractive. And that is okay. I am okay with that. There are people who won't think I'm attractive. And then there are people who would be into me, that would vibe with who I am, you know? And that's alrighty, okay? That is alright. Just you accepting who you are and being you, or go out and wear those clothes you've always wanted to wear, that you always wanted to wear, you know? That right there. Seeing someone that is confident in what they wear and vibing, that's attractive. It is. There were times where I was very insecure about myself, and I literally had people come up to me and, you know, I've had, like, especially my junior year, I had a lot of people ask me out. But even then, I still was insecure as heck. Here's the thing, these external things will never make you feel beautiful, no matter what. No matter what, you know? I realize now that I needed to accept who I was, me. I needed my own validation, not anyone else's at all. Because, geez, was high school year tough. It was a tough year. It was very tough, but I'm very glad I got through it. And I'm very glad after these long 19 years, I've realized how amazing and beautiful I am already. It took a very long time, but I'm glad I got there and I'm at that place. And I want you to realize that as well. These features that you have, you know, they're beautiful and amazing. We're not all meant to look the same, and that is okay. It may take time, especially if you've been looking down on yourself for the longest. It took me time to realize how amazing I am, but if you go at it and work with yourself, you will realize how amazing you are as a person and how beautiful you really are. It's nice to be able to get up and look in the mirror and appreciate what I see there. Literally, I'm always vibing with myself. I hope this video gets to the right people, because I really wish that a video like this would have got to me in my high school years. I've never felt as bad as I did as in high school. High school was rough. It was just a complete 360 in high school. You're way more beautiful than you think. The world needs more of you. More of you to be you, and more of me to be me. It's nice to go out and see different people with different features and characteristics and personalities. It's beautiful. We're not all meant to be the same. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks for tuning in.